Hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. I'm back. Had to come in. Man, this energy is definitely intense. It could definitely feel a little wishy-washy. This is my Canva creation of the day. Yes, that's a smiley face emoji inside of a Cuisinart. Because if you're feeling the waves of it could be fatigue. I'm hearing a lot of you saying that there's feeling a little mental confusion or disorientation, and so was feeling it, and I'm like, let me go in there and talk about what the heck is going on. You're not losing your mind. We're all just settling in and integrating. There is purging, there is integration going on. There is also recalibration too. So Gaia has been like kind of will take in a lot of energy and then is kind of recalibrating. So this is what we're seeing here. I'll show you guys. So, right, this was yesterday. We saw this pattern, and you can see this grid pattern that, and again, don't underestimate the wallop that these contain, these vertical lines here. Um, those are very precise purging going on, right? So that can suddenly bring up an emotion that can suddenly, or why am I crying? Nothing caused me to cry, right? You could be clearing something for you personally, or it may be some of these dense collective energies. I'm like, what's the word? Energies that are coming to the surface. Remember, there is a lot collapsing. And, I want to talk about like discernment and really conscious responsibility for what are you taking in. Right, I'm going to go back to my my fancy quote. If it feels like poo, it ain't true because the truth, your body knows the truth. It's not going to give you any kind of a sign of, uh-oh. And so, really, right now, it is really, really imperative that you discern and take a look at your belief system too. Um, I had someone lay some under the guise of spirituality words and words with no meaning, no truth. And I looked at that and I thought, wow, what's interesting is somebody might get that and go, that could be true. But, you know, but when you really feel into whatever you're consuming, um, and if it's not in resonance with you, meaning you're getting a bad feeling around it, then then really let go of those things. Because right now it's truly, truly more important for you only to um, listen to your body. And it's interesting. One of the things, because I always ask the guides, I'm like, what's our message for the day, right? And sometimes it changes. But the message of the day, they said, replace let me think about it with let me feel into this. Hmm, perfect. Third dimension, let me think about it, right? Which is, what is this? Let me go sit in the noodle soup factory and see how long I can hang out up there, and I'll only get one rotten solution. Or let me feel into this. Do you feel like doing this? Does this feel good? So that was our little nugget from spirit today. Replacing let me think about it with let me feel about it, right? Um, Giving thought to something is not what we do anymore. It's feeling for that truth because the in alignment, remember, in alignment, you actually have access to infinite intelligence, which requires no struggling. And that's that inspiration that comes in. Those are those thoughts, those light bulb genius ideas that you get, that they drop in. And so discernment, again, what are you taking in and how is it making you feel? Um, if you've got, I'm seeing some people that have this really rigid spiritual practice is staying in your heart, staying in alignment with your breath. And then whatever feels easy and good that day, right? Am I in my body? Am I present? If I'm in my body and I'm present, I'm in alignment. There's nothing else to do, right? I'm not worrying about stepping on a sidewalk crack, right? I'm not going, uh-oh. uh the moon's in this quarter, that means so like really start to discern. Remember, we're jumping timelines, we're letting go of old things, and so look at even spiritual beliefs that weren't serving you, right? Some of us, and I used to do this too. I would look at and say, oh, right, when Mercury was retrograde. And then I started saying, wait a minute, if I'm creator within my own reality, why do I want to have a crappy experience every time Mercury goes retrograde? And when I let go of that, right, those things stopped happening in my field. So your field is personal to you. You have complete sovereignty over it. And so, really, now, like essentially, what they're saying is really keep an eye out for this accumulated history, right? Accumulated history, whether in that moment for you it might have been true, but we're not bringing our accumulated history into the fifth dimension. P.S. We can't. It's too dense energetically, right? So, discern and saying, okay, is this thought I'm having, is this really a now thought? Am I here now? Am I fully in my body? Or, because if I'm in fear, doubt, worry, if I'm projecting forward versus being present, um, that's all from accumulated history files. And so, how do we get into the present? Don't worry, I got you, because we're going to do it today as a group because it just felt right. So, we're going to do a group grounding at the end of this update so that I can show you just really, really keep your practice simple right now because our bodies are going through all these upgrades, right? Stuff's collapsing, right? That it has to allow the space for the new creations to come in. But I'm seeing a lot like, no, but I had to look at it, right? Don't fall for if you're not getting every single update from whatever source you're getting, whatever media source, right? And social media included, right? You know, it's you're don't let somebody tell you your head's in the sand. Your heads, our heads were all in the sand in the third dimension. We were inverted, upside down, and distorted. I promise you, when you're in alignment, information you need gets to you and you know it's true. Watching everything that's falling is going to reactivate what, again, what did we just talk about? It's not what do you think, it's what do you feel. While you're watching that, your physical body is now pulling up all the emotion and beliefs that it had when those things first happen or repeated events that are happening. You now have brought exactly what you don't want to see anymore, exactly what you want to avoid. You've now brought it back into your body, back into your present moment. Very, and these are teeny little tweaks, but I'm telling you, it makes the difference. It makes a difference. You will always, always in alignment. You do not need to worry about anything. Anything. You're in alignment, information comes to you and you feel into it because it feels good. It doesn't feel yucky, right? Because uh, some of us are saying like just don't make up a story either, don't make it fit. I know this doesn't feel good but I need to see it because blah blah blah, right? And so this is requiring us really really pay attention to your own energetic field. There are many struggling in fear right now, because right they may not be aware that they're purging dense emotions, right? Don't allow someone else's experience to cause you to leak your energy. Okay. Regardless of what is going on, it's always ask yourself, wait a minute, where's my energy? Okay. And if someone is in your field that is having a difficult time, that is in fear, right? Are you are you meeting the fear? Are you turning your light off? Or are you staying in your sovereignty and keeping your light on? And it takes, right? It takes that discipline because you have to be paying attention to your thoughts. But if somebody triggers you, right? The trigger is a sign that that's an unhealed energy in you that they brought up. So you can choose, oh, wait a minute. Why did this trigger me? This something in me wants to come up to heal, right? Or you can just stay in the rabbit hole. Still stories. Notice if you're still bringing your story. Repeating the story is, your consciousness is jumping all those hurdles for you, trying to call you forward. Your guides are waiting to call you forward. And then you repeat a story. And what do? You cause resistance. This is like tension, it's resistance. You go, oh, but wait, I'm going to retell this story and usually the story you're telling, you don't like any part of it. No part of it feels good in your body. It doesn't. So I call it look at my owie. Be conscious of look at my owie. You don't want that. Your body has already started healing, and then you go, boop, you turn your boat, go upstream, and you bring it back, and then it's why did my body heal? Okay. So it's, it's just, it's trusting and catching that, catching as soon as your thought doesn't feel good, just practice catching that. That's the only thing you need to do right now, I promise. And then just go to the breath, go into your heart space. And all you need to do is go to neutral. Don't worry about, but I need this. When is it coming? All of that, because that only comes when you're in alignment. And all you need to do is get to neutral. That's it. Right? If we're going upstream, I always recommend get out of the water and get the boat out of the water too. Because usually if you were struggling and so focused, right? They're showing me an image of a fly trying to get out of a window. You ever see a fly working on it for hours? And you're like, dude, the door behind you, the directly behind you is wide open, right? And to sheer exhaustion. That's what we do when we're in the noodle soup factory. And when you stop, get your boat out of the water and look, you see the open door always. You see all the multiple, right? There are infinite possibilities available to you in every now moment. When you don't feel that you have infinite possibilities, you know you're upstream. So, you know, I know it sounds like a broken record already, but embodiment and alignment is how you create your reality with ease, right? And how you can be the light, not just for yourself, but you then are radiating all that beautiful energy out and you help all. So amazing. So, next thing is didn't even realize this, but somebody sent me a note a few hours ago. Uh, Congratulations to the Love Train 4,000 strong. None of which, no, right? No marketing, no promotion. So the Love Train continues to grow organically and authentically, which is exactly how it was brought to me from my guides. They just said, you broadcast, those with compatible frequency shall find it and arrive. So very cool. And just the energy and the way this community has been growing and the way you support each other is absolutely so beautiful. It's so great that we don't have to talk to ourselves anymore in this process. We've got each other to talk to, and just to know, really, again, we can't mess this up. Everybody is in the perfect place in your own journey for where you're supposed to be. So really, like, if I had to say anything right now, give yourself a lot of space and grace. And don't worry if it feels like a lot, if you're feeling a lot of cray cray going around, that's okay. It's just we are literally, you're focusing into a new reality. Others are still focused because that's where their soul's meant to be right now, right? In another, so we're literally waving, we're flowing in between two dimensions right now. And so that's why you're feeling, that's why your body feels like, whoa, what, right? That's why we feel like we're in the Cuisinart. So, um, let's see. Let me spy on you guys and see who's in here today. And then I will show you guys the Shakalaka chart so you can see what's going on. Manu is here. Hello. Trenton, hello. Rosemary's in the house. Judy, Alyssa, hello. Dina is here. I see. Wow, a lot of people here today. Teresa is here. Hello. Cheryl's in the house. Helene, Stacy, Carol is here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Lucy! Ah! Oh, hello, Lucy. I'm going to share a story about Lucy, you guys, because she's here and she's so amazing. And this is how, literally, how the universe lines stuff up for us. I will share with you. I see Angeline is here and Lisa and Azuki. Awesome, awesome. Oh, I see Lucy. Yes. So, Lucy is a love trainer and she's been following the channel for a while, and she just recently joined a focus group. And last week, some of you will know, I saw a note in the chat here when I was doing a live, and she said, "Hi, Patty, it's Lucy. I'm in Cabo." So he said, "Well, girl, email me." So we exchanged some emails. Now, this is a big, right? Cabo is a broad area. I mean, you can drive 45 miles and you're still in within the city, right? Well, when I got her note back the next day, it's she was literally in the one half block away from me. And I was in between. It was between focus group and I had the group Ascension class happening, and so there's a lot of prep going on with that. And I like to have that, and everything lined up so perfectly when I saw where she was, and I got to sit with her. Lucy is an absolute warrior. Um, her soul chose an experience where she came into form with cystic fibro, or wait, I think spina bifida and cerebral palsy. And let me tell you, she is one of the brightest lights I have met in such a long time. I got to meet her family. There was like 10 of them there. I met her mom, I met her grandmom, her dad, like beautiful, beautiful. But her power, I was so impressed with. She really, really is embodying this journey, had such self-awareness. And I loved it. She even hit me with if it feels like poo, it ain't true. And that just lit me up because I was like, oh my gosh, when those messages land and can help someone make their journey easier and better, I love seeing that. And so, Lucy, I absolutely adore you. And you like literally made my week being able to connect with you. And I knew we were meant to meet because the guides made it so easy to happen for us, right? So I know that you're back home, but I'm happy that to feel your light here in the room. Always, always, always a pleasure. So cool. Alyssa, let's all head downstream on the lazy river. Heck yeah. Well, it doesn't have to be a lazy river. We don't mind if that stinker's going full speed as long as it's downstream, right? Let's see. Kristen is here. Latha from India. Hello, Latha. Welcome. Awesome, awesome. Good group. Good group. All right. I'm gonna switch gears here and show you guys really quickly the uh what's going on with the shakalakas. Uh, it- and honestly, when I'm sharing these two, and for especially for those of you who are new, I feel like it's a worthy reminder to say, listen, I'm putting up the Schumann graph, right? I'm putting up this and showing you where you may be feeling it. This does not override how you feel. Okay. So, like, for example, we've been seeing this pattern, right? The upper chakras. Um, for some of you, it's waking you up like you're getting the middle of the night wake ups, right? For others, it might be some sensations or pressure in the head, ringing in the ears, blurry eyes, right? Some people were talking about their sensitive teeth, right? So it's different for everyone. So it's great. This is great to give you a visual, an idea of what's happening energetically. But what's more important is that now when you look at this, go, okay, wait, but how did I feel? How did I feel while this was going on? Because then you'll start to you'll when you kind of know what's going on, it can give you a little bit more comfort, right? Because we know we're in this physical part right now. There's a lot of so much going on under the skin. I can't, not only under the skin, like in the skin, like our skin is shedding dense energy. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, I've seen it even with some people I know, but I can't say anything because I don't want them to think it's a vanity thing. But people are starting to rejuvenate. But if you tell them they are, then they're going to focus on not rejuvenating, right? And so these there's a lot of upgrades going on. But again, our focus isn't on, and the same thing goes for how do I look? No, how do I feel is priority. It's priority number one, two, and three. There's no other priority. How do you feel? Are my thoughts going upstream or are my thoughts going downstream? Okay, upstream I know is not the direction I want to head in, so let me just get myself back to neutral and get balanced. So I see lots of notes about yeah, exhaustion. Oh gosh, yeah. I had it. I've been having that the waves. it's like a wave, but it's really interesting though. I'm able to sense now as the fatigue wave is going. It's almost like I can feel it lifting. And then I kind of go, okay, now's my now's my chance to jump in and get some stuff done. So when you really start to feel for it, you really do. You can sense when it's also, we have I'm sensing some heat and some frequency changes in the ears. I can hear it now, and so there is absolutely a light coming our way, which means right. This is why so we can't skip the integration and embodiment part, right? It's one thing to know, okay, we just had a timeline jump, right? Oh, that means that and Guy is recalibrating, which means we recalibrate. That still means that we need to be vigilant with our energy, right? Don't give your energy away to others. By the way, they're not wanting to like suck the energy out of you. It's either old habit, accumulated history, or they're still having some sleepy time tea, but that's okay. But they, right? They're playing a role in your journey to keep you focused on your consciousness, right? We are the ones consciously choosing so that we can light up those bricks for those. It is not, we can't pull others over the line. I know it's so tempting. It's like, but I know so much. I know, but we can't, they literally can't hear you. You're listening to one radio station, they're listening, so you can regurgitate everything you know from this radio station. They literally, it's not that they don't want to, so don't get mad. they they can't perceive what you're perceiving. So the words are like wah 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 wah. You know, I don't want to hear about your enlightened knowledge, right? They don't want to hear about it. We always wait until someone says, "Hey, I just started becoming curious about this," and just give them a piece that they can take, right? Don't make them drink from a fire hose because then you'll scare them off, right? So if someone says to you, all of a sudden I've been questioning why I'm here. This is usually how it starts, or um, I'm feeling like I have a calling, right? Or my soul wants me to do something. That's usually in the first stages of awakening where it's like, I feel like my soul wanted me to do something while I'm here. And you just give a teeny piece. And know what, honestly, the piece of advice I would give them is watch your thoughts and breathe when something doesn't feel good. Breathe into it and just start there because the information will then come to them. So really keep it simple. Yes, the peanuts. Yeah, the teacher from Peanuts. Yes. Exactly. That's what we sound like to someone that's not, and remember, like, it's not an hierarchy and it's not because their souls chose to kind of be the antagonist so that we would absolutely want to choose being a light. So, it's like, oh, you have gratitude for it, right? They're playing a role. They truly are. And then their souls will each decide when they're going to awaken. And so otherwise it's entanglement and know what, ugh, no good for you, no good for them. Now the lights are off all over. Now everybody's in the dark again, right? You're at a sleepy time tea party. And then you're like, why isn't this changing? Well, let me leave the sleepy time tea party and go back and turn my light on. They're not doing anything wrong. They're not doing anything bad. They're just being where they're at right now. But we know that they're going to require light and guidance. And when they're ready, I will give them only what they need in that moment. And so that's kind of how it works. But in the meantime, us as a group, right, which is so amazing, we get to choose to focus on something beautiful that we want to focus out, what that we want to radiate out, that all souls, awakened or not, get to receive. And we're going to do that today because what a perfect day to ground. We're going to do a little breath exercise. It just feels really, really good to do that today. All right, David, lots of purging. Yes, purging is good. It's good because remember it's dense energy that is alchemizing and never to be created again. It's staying in pure love and light, and it expands our consciousness More love, more joy, more harmony, more of all the yummy, yummy good stuff. Awesome. So good stuff. I know, by the way, I know some of the purging absolutely feels horrible when it's going. But the cool thing is, it's, you know what, this is coming through me and it's completely being alchemized and turned into yummy energy that we get to play, create, and have fun with. So it's always good, even if it doesn't feel. It's okay to say it doesn't feel good too, by the way, right? We don't need to put a happy face on an empty gas tank. We can just say, could have done without that one, right? Okay, I don't remember if I did this. I was going to show you guys. So this was early. So I just pulled this a little while ago. But you can see we had some spikes early in the day, big in the root chakra. These are usually false identities. These can be deep fears around, usually this is like lack energy around health or money, when you see spikes like that. And look at, I mean, this is just right. We're getting that, it's that third eye, right? The throat chakra too. All the upper things in the upper chakra area are getting still. That is where it's most heavily concentrated, and you can see it just doesn't let up. Um, but again, it's it will settle because when the light comes in, then it's like a big it's a big wave. But we need this time and space to integrate. And so the very best way to integrate, honestly, is to ground and come into connection with your breath. So we're going to do that right now as a beautiful, powerful, and amazing group. Let's see. I don't like this in the background because it doesn't feel good when we're trying to ground. Let's go with some blue. There we go. As soon as I see the ocean, I'm already grounded. So I'm going to repeat today's message from the guides. Replace let me think about it with let me feel about it. So let's feel into the beauty of Gaia with this beautiful blue here. And if you are driving, please come back and do this later. And then let's start by bringing your attention to your breath, because we know when we're contracted or we're triggered or whatever's got you distracted, uh, most of us literally stop breathing. We don't even pay attention to our breath. And so, step one to being fully present in the body is bring your attention to your breath. And we'll bring everybody into alignment with the breath in a second. But before we do that, let's call ourselves fully into the body. So, if you've been hanging out in the noodle soup factory today, this will help all of you. So, I call myself fully into my body January 20th, 2026. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale, release. See if you can drop your shoulders. Um, if you feel like you're short of breath, this is a mudra, index finger to thumb. You only need one. I know some go one's good, two's better. It's not true. You only need one. You can try that. When you take an inhale, you'll go deeper into the belly. So let's take another inhale. I call myself fully into my body, January 20th, 2026. And then exhale. See if you can feel your energy in your body. And let's do one more. Take a nice deep inhale. I call myself fully into my body, January 20th, 2026. Nice. That feels really good energy. All right. Now, as long as you are not driving, you can go ahead and close your eyes. And let's see if we can connect with the energy of Gaia. She's in a beautiful, deep state where it will be easy for us to ground with her. So take a nice deep inhale and exhale all the way down to Gaia's heart. Staying here in Gaia's heart, take an inhale. On the exhale, merge your light with hers. Nice. Take another inhale. On the exhale, merge your light with hers. Nice. Let's do one more. We're staying in Gaia's heart here. Take an inhale. Exhale, merge your light. Nice. Now we're going to draw that energy up to our heart space. Take an inhale. Bring the light up to your heart space. And then from here, see, sense, or feel if the front door to your heart is open. So if it feels like contracted or dense there, just take an inhale. And then on the exhale, guide it open. And then now, well, we're going to take a moment to see, feel if the back door to the sacred heart is open. Take an inhale and guide it open on the exhale if you need it. Nice. Now we're going to inhale, staying in the heart. Expand that light. Take an inhale. Expand the light. Exhale, send your light to all the cells in your body. Nice. Take another inhale, expand the light again. Exhale, send the light into all the cells in your body. See if you can feel any kind of tingling or energy anywhere. Sometimes you might feel it where you're having some stuff releasing, and it's all good. Whatever you're feeling is good. Staying in the heart space, take another inhale. Exhale, send your light to fill the room or space you're in. Nice. Take an inhale. Exhale, send your light to fill the city you're in. Take an inhale, expand the light in your heart. On the exhale, fill the state you're in. Nice. Back in the heart space, taking an inhale. Expand again. Exhale, surrounding Gaia with your light. Nice. Take another inhale. Expand the light in your heart. With the exhale, send your light out to the great central sun. Nice. And then now from the great central sun, take an inhale. Exhale, bringing your light directly into your heart space. Really good. And let's take another inhale. Let's anchor this light into Gaia's heart. Inhale and exhale down to Gaia's heart. Staying in Gaia's heart. Let's merge the light one more time. Take an inhale. Exhale, merge your light with hers. Nice. And on your next inhale, slowly come back into your body. Feel where that energy is as you're coming into the body. For some of you, maybe the toes are tingling. Some of you may feel it in the head or in the heart space. Just allow it and observe it, no judging. And then when you're ready, just gently open your eyes. So good. You guys are so good at directing your energy now. That felt amazing. So when we expand our light like that, you're reconnecting with the biggest part of you, which is the non-physical part of you. And that's where our alignment happens. And so it feels really yummy to do it as a group, doesn't it? Because it just, the rate of expansion, I feel like it just accelerates because we're all setting the exact same intention from our heart space. And just, so we just sent massive waves of love across the planet. Yay. More importantly, you blew yourself up with some massive love, right? We must give the gift to ourselves first. We can't radiate it unless we're receiving it. So, thank you guys so much. That really did feel amazing. I could feel some of you moving a lot of energy when we first went dropped down energetically into Gaia's heart. They were showing me, guides were showing me a lot of you were releasing stuff from here. Energy was just going out. So please hydrate. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. When we do this, we release density, and so the water, you want to replace that water in your body. It really, really helps the energy to settle in. So cool. So the registration link for focus group will go out shortly. That I don't know what the topic is yet because they're keeping it a surprise so far, but they always seem to get a feel for what our souls need at that time, and it's always perfect. As those of you who know, if you are new here, focus group, we meet every Thursday at 12 p.m. Pacific time. It is always free. You just need to register to get the Zoom link, and no experience required. Just come in there and shine your light. You don't even need to turn your camera on. You can just hang out and be a recipient of all the love and magic and expansion that happens in there. So you will see a link here also. I will post it, and then those of you who are subscribed, of course, you will get it in an email. And I'm so excited. I love Thursdays. I really do. It just we keep just seeing such amazing growth in the community, specifically through there too. I love it. All right, well, you guys have a beautiful evening, morning, wherever you are. This amazing global community. We hit the 4K mark. So beautiful. Again, the number doesn't matter because it's the quality to me, and it always has been. And I love you guys so, so much. I'll see you when the energy calls. And hopefully, the next time we see each other, we're going to be out of the Cuisinart and really super grounded and just soaking in a bunch of love and light. That's my creation.